Take a look at the top golf courses you can play in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. There's some great ones starting off here.
Originally built in 1997, it did have one name change. We're here at the current Linfield Golf Course. We're playing with another influencer, which is kind of fun. It's 3 total on this channel. Grateful to go out and meet Hickory Golf playing his home course. And I tell you what, it's one of the best values in the area. It used to be called Sycamore Ridge Golf Club. While the country club still remains the same, the clubhouse, the layout has changed since then. Although 1997 is listed as the opening date of the golf course, it did have some major updates in 2008 by golf designer Bob Steer. It's a 4 out of 297 golf reviews online, but on this one we're going to take a look with Professor. I tell you what, the practice facility alone is pretty nice. They have the sims inside, so there's no driving range, but the practice facility is pretty nice. The layout of this course is a fan favorite. It's got pretty good reviews online, sitting well over a 4, and it's been recommended. How far is this stretch? Is it 6,000? 6,365 yards from those back tees. That's the original layout of Sycamore Ridge inside the pro shop. It's the only real reminiscence of that original name of the golf course that was built in 1997. This one, 2005, but it's pretty much the same course. But watch out, there's a lot of history here as well. We're going to take a look at it here with Hickory Golf, zooming on into his home course. It's got a lot of charm. It's really a nice, challenging golf course with some scenic views and backdrops that are nuclear. And it doesn't hurt, and it has a nuclear power plant right next to it. But the hardest hole on the course.
And the list goes on and on. More importantly, we are going to bring to you the next golf course. We want all of these courses to be listed in a description down below. And we want you to add any course you think we might have missed. But you have to take a look now at Spring Hollow's golf course.
And we're here at the 14th hole of Spring Hollow, the signature hole. Built in 1994 during the boom of golf design. Let's take a look at this course built by John Tomlinson. And with a Google rating of 4.3 and 460 reviews, we were excited to sit back, relax, and enjoy this facility that's family run and operated and has a little bit of history about the foundation of the course. There's a good amount of elevation at this course, 110 feet to be exact, most of it on the back 9. Course is family run and operated, and it's got some history, at least in the last 30 years. It's always been a public golf course. It used to sit on a farm. We're going to talk about the history of the farm here. But more importantly, these family-run golf courses, they're the ones we're trying to go out and play. It really has some charm to it, and we're excited to see all the elevation of almost 110 feet of elevation on this course. And in regards to a driving range, there's none here, so make sure you take advantage of the practice facility. Built on an old dairy farm, and it blends the feature of the farm and the surrounding area. Stretching over 6,000 yards and a par 70, this course has 2 different practice facilities, at least to make up for the driving range. I don't think you really need the driving range. You can always add simulators inside. I didn't take a look. This is located in Chester County. The golf designer John Tomlinson has built a few other courses in the King of Prussia area. Hickory Valley, just to name the one that's closest to it. Stretching at 6,018 yards, I recommend playing from those back tees. The hardest hole at this course is number 7. It's 412 yards. It's a par 4. Overall, my experience here was pretty high. I like anything that used to be an old farm, being an old dairy farm. It still has that charm and keeps that charm in the clubhouse. Has more elevation than you would suspect, so that's always nice. Most of that elevation is on the back 9, so if you did play a quick 9, try to sneak out into the back.
Overall, the course was in pretty good conditions for the price that you'll end up paying. I don't like putting the price because lately it's been so rapid. I think it will stay consistent. I think a $40 to
Definitely
$50
some
bill.
amazing history, but more importantly, it's a fun little course for the price. That's going to leave us with a few more to take a look at. That is 3 total as we played each one, and every one of them we're going to bring to you their next course. With 36.
Now, outside Philadelphia, we're looking at Bella Vista Golf Club, built in 2002. The course was designed by Tim Balakovich when it was first constructed. You can actually see the nuclear power plant right over there, at least the clouds of it. So let's take a look at this championship 18-hole facility. Even though the course was built in 2002, the property itself has a ton of history on it. Being constructed, that old house where the bar is, I recommend going in there and getting yourself a hot dog, because that was built in 1803. So that's a very old building. That's where the actual landowners lived on this facility that was a farm at one point. So a lot of history, even though it was built just a couple, maybe 25 years ago. And you can see the old bar, that's the house sitting there today. That's even older than the farm. And you can see parts of the golf course that used to be the old farm that are still there today. There's a lot of history still sitting on this land, even though the course isn't as old as you think. A lot of elevation. For weddings, anything, this probably is a good location as well. They got a massive venue here.
And they seem to have a lot of weddings. It's a great facility. It almost feels like you're on vacation, like a vacation area, just in this walking area here at Bella Vista. The clubhouse is old. It's part of the old house, farmhouse. But then that other, I don't want to say stone house, is extremely older, as we just mentioned. Nevertheless, this course does take care of their customers. I felt like I was really just enjoying myself out there. A slice of heaven. This was the highlighting hole here, the Island Green. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of put yourself in golf history.
Stick around for the back nine with the signature hole number 14. A challenging island hole, signature TPC sawgrass type feel.
Excited to play this facility in the near future, but now we're going to play a 36-hole golf course facility and then hopefully get back and play the remaining holes there left in the facility. Let's take a look now at Hickory Valley.
The course is currently called Hickory Valley Golf Club, but that wasn't the first name. It was called Chickory Golf Club, Hickory Valley Golf Club, when it first opened in 1968. Take a look around and enjoy yourself. You're actually inside someone's house. And here at Hickory Valley, a piece of history, at least in the local area, is on some of the tee boxes. If you're playing the back tees, which I recommend, at least on the presidential golf course, we're going to talk all about the history of this golf course and some of the foundation of this area. It used to be an old farm. Valley Golf Club. Course was originally built in 1968, but it was the ambassador course that was first built, and then you had the presidential course that was built in 1996. Apparently that's what the other golf club told us, to play the presidential course if you're going to play one of them. We're sneaking out playing a 9-hole here at the presidential course. Now, when it was first built in 1968, it had 27 holes total.
Now there's a total of 36, a driving range, and a few other amenities that will be noted in this golf review. We keep them short and to the point. Walked in there with no tee times. They were pretty accommodating. Whether we played the ambassador or the presidential course, we got to decide because it wasn't as busy as we thought it would be on a Saturday. But the course itself felt like you had the place to yourself on a Saturday afternoon.
And even though some parts of the golf course are closed, like the halfway house, it was an aggressive play when they first built this course.
With 36 holes, we had to take a look at this course in Montgomery County with a 3.8 out of 345 Google reviews to choose from. And we had lucky to have the course to ourselves.
All right, these greens look pretty nice at President's Course.
Considered the flagship course of the facility, we were grateful enough to go out and putt it around and play a quick 9-hole where tee times can go up to $60 with the cart on weekends, but they can also drop down to $25 during the twilight rate for juniors. So there's a lot of different opportunities. There's some water throughout the course, which makes some shots a little challenging than others, but depending on where you're at, you actually have a good time.
The list
You can
could
have
go
some really
on
bad times,
and
of
on.
course.
It's a fun little track. Get out there, and hopefully you could play it yourself. As we move into our number one golf course, the benefit of the doubt would have to go to Ravens Crawl. It seems to just kind of slide into the number one spot as a championship style course, even though it wasn't my
Exciting to
favorite.
finally get out here at Ravens Crawl, built in 2005. We're going to walk through the history of this course.
As built by Ed Sheeran, who's built Riverwind and Vineland Golf Course. I like Vineland, but here at this course, he put together his third masterpiece. I'm not sure the order actually, but walking on in, I knew I had myself a tall order of golf on the menu, and I took full advantage of this facility. Myself a sandwich, a beer, and practicing over at the facility that has a driving range included with your green fees. It's a nice clubhouse. It was built at the same time as the golf course, and Bob Davis, who is one of the co-owners, helped build this course.
Somehow we got paired up with the actual owner and designer of the course. We got to learn a little bit about golf history. Now, he's one of the original builders of the golf course, and it sounds like the contract got a little messy with one of the other partners. Nonetheless, Mr. Davis got to show us around for a few of the holes here.
I never got paired up with the actual owner and designer of a golf course, so this was the first one. I didn't know until I overheard it. We were waiting at the putting green surfaces that would be paired up as a 5-some, so filming opportunities were limited.
It was originally built for 2 months as a 9-hole course. It was awesome to actually play with the golf designer. I couldn't really film him that much because we were playing with someone else. So it was a 5-some total. And last thing I want to do is say I'm filming on top of this. So we got what we could on this video. More importantly, we got to play with a fellow golf designer, the owner. He left his car right up there. He don't mess around.
It was nice just to visit this area in Pottstown that has some great golf located in it. This one being the newer of the golf courses. There's a lot of houses on it, but nonetheless, each one of the holes kind of feel like you have it to yourself. They're separated. It doesn't feel like a back-to-back layout, or each hole is on top of each other. You don't even see the next hole until you finish the hole that you're currently on. It stretches a total of 6,700 yards from those back tees. And when it was first opened its doors, Golf Digest listed this as a top new golf course in the United States, and Golf Weekly rated them as a top 10 in Pennsylvania. It has also a nice layout with each one of the holes having its own name, at least on the website. And they have a few template holes like a short, an out, and a few other like the Valley. Nonetheless, the course has hosted some big events. Smaller ones like the Valley Ford International and the LPGA Scenic Tour. Also had some other LPGA events that should be noted. I believe in the future they're going to be hosting a lot of other high school events, always hosted here, along with some college ones from my understanding. So it's a happening place on a weekend. It's hard to even get a tee time. Depending on your round, you're looking at 4 or 5 hours. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I liked the course, but I wasn't sold on the golf course. I really appreciate walking and asking questions. I wasn't able to film as freely as I like. As a 5-some, the last thing I want to do is add a camera onto the situation. I let them know, but you know, it's like anything. I just want to keep it for my own. Full on a golf course, you're paying good money to be out there, so you want to make sure you're enjoying yourself.
So any other courses you think we missed? I know we missed a few, but maybe we wanted to stretch this list out and target some other towns with the top 10, or top 5. That's it for everything.